Hello there everybody, this is Speckblocklime here with another video reaction for all of you today. Now we're going to go sort of back into the past because we're going to do it from a video from the channel JonTron. Now I don't think I remember seeing any of the older ones, and for a while I haven't checked out anything because I've been trying to see what I've been do. But we're going to try to go, like I say, in case anyone's asking why I react to certain videos, this is my reaction channel and this is what I react to. Maybe in the future, I'll react to things you suggest, but for now, whenever I find something interesting and I want to react to it, that's what I'm going to do. And if it's a channel that's interesting enough, I try to go and react to as much content as I can from it, because, there's a lot of interesting stuff there. So we're going to start off with this one that I picked, top 10 boss battles. This is an interesting one. Who knows, JonTron's, version of what they think of their boss battles they liked. So let's get on to the video and see what JonTron's gonna say. Here we go. It doesn't really do no more, I think, game stuff, but it's still its own little thing. Maybe one day he'll come back and do something. Not all the time, but maybe. JonTron. But from what I remember, his new content's pretty good too, though. Let's see what bosses John is gonna add to his roster. So far I've been seeing some interesting ones. Obviously there's a certain cutoff.
You tell sister.
The top 10 best boss battles of all time. Now take this one at surface value because there was so much good stuff I had to leave out, I was disgusted. Anyways, here are the rules of this list. Each of these is a boss battle which I feel was really memorable and had a lasting effect on me.
Alright.
And I'm only using one game per series, or
yeah, that's also being fair.
This list.
That's all fair.
And Jacques has a quick disclaimer.
Spoiler alert. Look away if you see a game you haven't played.
Yeah, that's also obviously.
Number 10.
Gruntilda the Witch from Banjo-Kazooie. This boss wasn't as memorable for the battle itself, even though that was pretty cool in its own right. No. Gruntilda was notable for being a bitch throughout the entire game while you were climbing her castle. You see, this is something I feel the gaming industry
never really played this, but I know about it, certain parts of it. And obviously Gruntilda's one of the main, adversaries or villains.
But in modern games, the bad guy seems to be.
But I heard it's pretty good though.
It's the bad guy! Bam bam! Explosion! Yeah. In Banjo-Kazooie, it was a different beast altogether. You had to listen to this dried-up wench try to be the Beastie Boys throughout your entire journey. I guess she installed an intercom system in her castle. After all this time spent listening to her, you form that special kind of gamer relationship with her.
Like I said, the only ones I really played were Donkey Kong, but not this. It's the same in my childhood. Money wasn't plentiful, so you didn't get to play so many things. But I still knew about it at least a little bit. Not bad boss battle.
Number 9.
It'd be cool to play one. Oh, are you gonna include all the 4 from the original, or okay? So I guess all of the Elite
Pokemon Master, leaving a trail of fire.
I can see that.
Beating gym after gym, earning badges and gaining recognition all
after this one, obviously in every generation later, it became a staple for the Elite Four.
This relates back to the whole Gruntilda argument. The Elite Four were mentioned since the beginning of your journey in the world of Pokemon, and you could always feel their presence looming in the distance. That way, when you finally got to them, it was like meeting a celebrity. I really like this boss, if you will, because it wasn't really a boss. It was real people, just like you, the best of the best, the top of their league.
Yeah,
only
not bad.
You were taking home the gold medal this time. There's not much to say about this quad core of dot matrix Poke athletes, but I'm sure anyone who's played the original Pokemon games would agree that they were sincerely memorable in every way.
I mean, yeah, they're literally the first ones, so they're at least somewhat memorable.
Number 8.
Get it? Boss? He's a great boss? The great thing about Animal Crossing is
I wonder why I chose this one. I mean,
I'm not even joking.
I kind of get it, but I wonder how they take how he's gonna explain
all my
it.
life prior to playing this game, everything was about doing and getting from point A to point B in the fastest time with the greatest efficiency.
Punch it at 8:30 every morning, except you punch it at 7:30 following a business holiday.
I guess we can thank our corrupt school systems and our society's medieval age parenting techniques for that. In this game, you could go from point A to point B and back to point A again in however long you wanted, and that was okay.
Alright.
Some of my best video
I don't
game
think I've ever
experiences
played
were
an
just
Animal
walking
Crossing game.
across
Not
the
that I can
breezy shore at
remember.
night, finding a gyroid in the sand, and
I
taking
think
it
it's
back
interesting,
home to
but
add
I
to
don't
my
know if I would
collection.
really want to play
Simple
one.
joys in
I
life
think the only way I would
can't be
play it is
outlined.
if it was
Animal Crossing
because someone
had
that
a
really
boss, and that was just
was like a
fun.
really good friend, maybe.
Number
I
7.
don't think it's terrible. It's just I don't know. It doesn't look like my thing.
Conker's Bad Fur Day is one of my favorite games of all time. I can't think of one game similar to it. It's unique, and it's more or less impossible to rip off. That's because it's pure genius all the way through.
Yeah, it's got
blend
its
of
own like
style,
mode and
perfect
style
gameplay,
and the way it was
comedic
made.
genius, and technical prowess. And not to mention, at the time, it was the best looking game I'd ever seen. Sure, its scatological exterior may have turned some people away initially, but if you dig a little deeper, you'll find gold in them there hills. Or was it corn?
Oh,
The Great
okay.
Mighty Pooh is one of the greatest boss
Yeah, I think
fights
I
of all time because not
remember. Like,
only
I think
was
I
it a
did
boss
play this
fight,
one a little
it was
bit,
a 5-star opera
but not the
as
story.
well.
More like the multiplayer part.
I am the great mighty Pooh, and I'm going to throw my shit at you.
The simple charm of this boss, and this game in particular, has yet to be recreated for me to this day. If you're playing Conker's Bad Fur Day, you better watch out, or he'll take your
Wow.
head and ram it up his butt.
Your butt.
My butt.
Your butt.
That's right, my butt. My butt. My
Moldavar.
Oh, not personally.
Number 6.
This game was weird
Okay,
as
which
shit,
one?
and probably has one of my favorite storylines out of any game.
Like I said, I don't
Just
think I've ever
fucking
playing
look at
any like
this.
link game
In
to
Majora's Mask,
completion or
you played as
anything.
a time-weathered
Like I
hero
said,
Link
depends.
in a parallel
Not a lot of
storyline
money
to Ocarina
and
of
you know
Time.
what time
And you had
and
to stop a
choosy of
movie
which
played
games.
by Robert De Niro from crashing
They didn't
into Termina and
pull me in
ending
enough to
all
want to do
mankind
that.
as we know
Yes.
it. This is one of the darkest, scariest, and most unsettling games I have ever played. And at the end of it all, you had to fight a trippy mask with tentacles. Need I say more? If you collected all the masks throughout the game, you got the Fierce Deities mask, and you got to lay the smackdown on Majora's Mask. This battle was psychedelic, creepy, and just plain weird. And I loved every minute of it.
I mean,
Number
it seems
5.
interesting, but I don't know if it should be a. I mean, it is this list, so I will give him credit, but I don't know if it should be on the list. I'm
So you're
sure it's
wandering
good.
around on horseback as Wanda.
I can't
or
judge too much
Wanda,
because, you know,
being Romaji about it. Not
Well, I
quite
played
sure
too
yet
much
why
of
nothing
Link
happens
and
in this game.
or Zelda.
Determinedly galloping in the direction of your
you know,
glowing
games.
sword, you are suddenly struck with awe. Open
This one, on the other hand, I
mouth,
have it.
feast
But when I
laid
have
before
time,
your
I'll try to
very
see if I can
eyes.
play it.
I remember the first time
And-
I played this on the PS2, I don't think I'd ever seen
All I
gameplay
know
of
is
this
it's good.
caliber
It's
before.
interesting.
The music, the feeling, the realistic weight and grip of your character, the sweeping landscapes, the style of fucking magic. All of the colossi in this game are worthy of mention, but I feel the first one held the most weight and was the most memorable. After killing the monster, you are left to ponder your slaying of the seemingly innocent beast, and left to ruminate over who the real evildoer was. That, my friends, is the mark of a well-made game. Nay, artwork.
Yeah, that's interesting. Oh shoot, I remember when there was a poster
Number
and people
4.
wanted that. Oh, I can agree with this one. I don't know if it'll be like the greatest, but
Baby
at least I
Bowser's
remember
final
it.
form from Yoshi's Island. This is a little dark for this game, don't you think? Just listen to that
It
music.
was like the first, I think, Mario game that I officially like played.
Yoshi's Island is home to some of the
I mean, I've
happiest
played
tunes
the
of all
Super Mario
gaming,
Brothers
such as-
and I think maybe a little bit of 3, but I didn't really own 3. It was my friends.
But when the final hour beckons,
And the first
Baby
one,
Bowser doesn't
I think
fuck
I played
around.
it.
After
I
beating
think I
his
finished it
initial
once,
form
but I
in
don't
the baby
remember.
room,
But this one's the one that I know I
Kamek
remember
transforms our favorite mini
playing,
Bowser
and
into a Titanic
finished
version
it and
of
got to
himself,
this part.
And you are left to view him from the distance, watching in
But not in the
horror as he
original
inches
format,
ever
it was in
closer to you
the
and your inevitable doom.
Game Boy.
But wait, lucky for you,
SP.
some balloons happen to be carrying giant
Not
eggs for
Advance,
you to
the one that
launch
I had
at.
was the SP.
What luck. I could go on and on about how much I love Yoshi's Island and this boss, but I'd run the video way over limit if I did. So I'll just let the footage do the talking for me.
Number 3.
I'm pretty resistant to scary movies and games. I've always been. But Icon of Sin? When you enter its arena, you're welcomed with this ungodly noise.
Is this the first one? Of,
I know it's just
Doom,
John
right?
Romero being a douche in reverse, but when I was 4, I didn't know that shit.
Oh wait, hold on, let me pay attention.
I can't think of another boss that commands such power. This game was so badass that they made the last boss a wall, and it's still one of the goddamn scariest things I've ever seen.
Alright, not bad.
Icon of Sin would warp in enemies through a hole in its fucking head. The only way to kill him was to make like Luke Skywalker and get the one perfect shot.
That was crazy.
If you wanted to beat the real boss, you'd have to go Jesus on his ass. This is for making Daikatana!
It's kind of interesting.
Number 2.
Let's see, what's this one?
I had to pick from all the Super Mario boss fights, and though I really love the one from Super Mario 64, this was clear as day for being my top choice.
Let's see.
I may be guilty of donning the nostalgia.
I think I
shades
played this a
here,
little bit too,
hot
but
jumping
never.
Christ,
I think
this
I never
boss
finished
battle
it.
stirs emotions deep inside
Like I said,
of me. Super
it
Mario
just
World
depends
was the
timing,
first game I
money
owned and
wise,
played,
you know,
and let me tell
availability,
you,
all that
I
stuff.
played it to a pulp. Nothing will ever be the same as completing Star Road and finding Special World all on my own without the internet. Nothing. I'm aware that this is purely for personal reasons, but that's what this game is to me. It's part of my soul. That aside, though, I think this is
I mean,
a
yeah,
pretty
you could
amazing
decide
boss battle in
what to
its
do
own right.
yourself individually.
This was such a happy game. Fun and cartoony characters,
Right,
colorful
what bosses
levels,
are
and,
they
I don't
talking
know,
about?
sometimes
Like
the
I said,
game
I
can be
didn't
a
really
little
play
eerie,
this much
but
or get a
nothing
chance.
scary. Then came this.
Alright. Oh, the Bowser fight with the clown balloon? No, the clown car vehicle. I never played it, but I know about it. Because in clips somewhere, I
Fucking A, that
think,
shit's
and
dark.
obviously because a
After
friend or two
platforming your way
described it.
through all the levels in Super
I know,
Mario
all I
World,
know is
you get to
it's
face
pretty
off
good.
with Bowser atop his very own castle. This is the first time Bowser is seen in his clown helicopter thing. And it's something I wish they would bring back outside of Mario Kart. It's awesome. He would drop cannonballs
Yeah,
on
not
you,
bad.
set the stage afire, and even freak the fuck about for a while. You know, he'd be pretty much invincible to your attacks if he didn't drop ammunition for you to throw at him.
Yeah,
What
interesting.
kind of way to kill Bowser is this, anyways? Whatever. One notable thing is that Peach just looks off in this game. I love this boss battle.
I mean, I get it, but the
I can
animation
only
is just what they
think
can
of
do.
one greater.
Alright. Is it the last one? Are we at the last one? Sorry, it's because I've been paying attention and seeing. Some he's talked about really fast, and others he's last. Okay, it is the last. Length. Which one is it?
Man, they always talk about Jubileus in Bayonetta.
Oh,
But you beat the
Bayonetta,
final
okay.
boss and you never get to see it.
Like I said, seen
Well,
clips,
guys,
but
that
I've
was the
never
countdown. I hope
played
you
it.
liked That's right, the game pulls a bait and switch on you. It even pretends to
Okay.
wrap up the story before the last boss comes back to life and takes Bayonetta up into space to resurrect the real boss, Jubileus. If you've played this game, then you know you play as Jean during this part, while you ride a motorcycle up a rocket carrying Bayonetta
pretty
into
cool.
space and then turn into a jaguar and run up a giant stone ribbon and take Bayonetta out of the eye of a gargantuan space goddess. Jubileus is hands down the most spectacular boss fight of all time. It goes back to the Gruntilda theory. Yeah, we're calling it that from now on.
Alright.
Every time you kill a boss in Bayonetta,
I think I've
they make sure to let you
seen-
know about Jubileus. This hypes up the boss in your
yeah, I know
gamer
for sure
mind
seen
as the
this. I've
biggest,
never played
most
the game, so
baddest
who knows?
thing there could ever be. If these giant monsters were referring you to an even more powerful one, well, holy shit. Have you seen the monsters in this game?
Yeah, they're pretty crazy.
Jubileus is huge. She's a god, and one of her lesser attacks is shooting galaxies at you. What boss have you ever known to shoot galaxies at you, for fuck's sake? She has many different forms, which you'll have to face one after another without dying, and that's pretty hard because the game limits the amount of health power-ups you can have at one time. I can't even count how many times I screamed at the TV during Bayonetta due to its ridiculous difficulty, let alone just at this boss battle.
Oh, crazy.
After beating her final form, you control her as she, and I shit you not, careens past all of the planets in the solar system and burns up inside the sun.
Crazy.
Finally, we did it. We beat the game. Oh, what the fuck?
Oh yeah, I remember this
What
part.
the hell? This isn't even the first time. This game pretended to end twice. What game has ever done that? I remember being strung along the entire time when I first experienced that. I couldn't believe they pulled one over me twice. So after this, you have to go into the sun and literally demolish every last piece of Jubileus.
Oh,
The
okay,
sun
to make sure
destroyed-
it's finished off.
What the fuck? Who made this? It's not even over after this. There's some long cutscene and then music video of
Like I said, I've never
dancing?
played it, but I think I remember some of this stuff
Man,
from a
this is
long
really
time
fucking
ago.
hot.
Because while I'm reacting to this video, it's already been time since this video came out. Even this game.
This has been a JonTron Top 10.
Yours is delicious.
Sorry. Pretty sure if there's anything else I can. Alright. Oops, excuse me for a sec. Something to stretch a little bit. Okay. Sorry about that. But yeah, that was an interesting video. That was an interesting list. I think I agree with most of them being not. I'm not saying the order, like they should have been in the order they were at, but I think most of these either deserve being on a list of bosses or, I mean, just a honorable mention. A lot of these deserve that. Yeah, not much. Yeah, like I said, mostly in certain videos, if it's like facts, maybe I'll question it more. But when it's something more of opinion of someone, it's more like I just try to listen. Maybe I will say something. But this one, like I said, the list was not bad. You know, John's list. Maybe by now this timeline it's changed, but yeah, it's still pretty interesting and decent. But anyways, hopefully you guys check out this video. I'm probably look below for it and the channel also. This is Speckblocklime. Like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification button so you get notified about future videos. Hopefully you guys are good out there. Take care, and hopefully you check out everything we put out. We're gonna put links down below to everything we can, you know, social medias and all that stuff. Hopefully see you next time. Take care.